Welcome to another episode, everyone. Her white friends and their mom dropped her off at a drug house and then left. I believe that they were trying to traffic her. You all are going to get enough of your so-called friends. They need to be in jail, but not surprisingly, they are not.
I swear I would never tell this story, so this will probably be the last video that I ever make about this bullying situation. There has been a lot of comments of people telling me she was a kid, right? Excusing the behavior as if I were not. I don't think you comprehend how far this escalated. And the doors that it opened for the things that other people were doing to me. So my freshman and sophomore year of high school, I used to kind of like just hang out, linger around in the same area that these kids did, right? Again, we were not really friends. Whatever. These two cheerleaders come up to me, we'll call them Allie and Daisy. Allie and Daisy come up to me and they say, hey, we want to have a sleepover at Allie's and we want you to come. I was ecstatic. Beside myself, okay? I could not wait. I got home, I told my mom, she picked me up from school. I'm like, Mom, please, I'm begging her. And she's like, no, she's already suspicious of these girls. She's like, no, I think they're gonna do something mean to you. I'm like, no, Mom, they finally wanna be my friends, right? Like, I'm finally gonna have friends. And I'm sure you guys all know where this is going. This does not have a happy ending.
Yeah, we know damn where it's going. Because unlike you, we have studied white supremacy. We know how it works. We know that they're not your friend. Your mother knew this as well. Your mother tried to tell you, I don't trust them. Something is up. Don't go. But you're ecstatic. You just can't wait. You finally feel accepted by these people. Okay.
He ends up telling me, if you go and they do something to you, I don't know what she said. I don't know if she said she's going to go to school. I don't know what, right? And I'm like, no, I promise they're not. They're not going to do anything to me. They want to be my friend.
Broke that promise.
Mom already did not like Allie's mom. Allie's mom, I guess that doesn't matter. But she takes me to her house Friday night. And they were like getting ready, doing their hair, putting makeup on, putting cute outfits on. And this was like back in, Facebook days, MySpace days, I don't know, when you would just like get ready to take pictures, right? So I had my stuff with me. I was so excited. And I'm like, oh, are you guys getting ready to take pictures? They took a lot of pictures with each other. I don't think I was really included in them. And they said, no, we're going to a party. And I was like, oh my gosh, I got invited to a sleepover and they're taking me to a party. I thought I was living my she's all that high school dream. And we get into Allie's mom's minivan and she drives us to this party. We walk into the house and I very quickly realized this is not a party. We are in a meth den and there are two grown white men in this house. And the flooring is ripped up. It's just like exposed flooring board. We sit down on the floor at this makeshift table. There's drugs out. There's these are grown men. They're definitely over the age of 18. I'm really uncomfortable. I don't know what the heck is going on. And we're there for maybe 15, 20 minutes. And I'm like, hey, can I use your restroom? And I go to the bathroom and it looks exactly as you would imagine a toilet in a meth den looks. And I grew up in an area where meth was very popular. And as I'm going to the bathroom, I can see into one of the rooms and there is a swastika flag in the room. Which again was also very common in the area that I was in. So I go to the bathroom, the toilet's not flushing, so I'm in there for a minute, trying to figure it out. By the time I come out, both of the girls are gone. They are nowhere to be found. They are no longer in that house. It's just me and these two grown men. And I come out and I say, where are they? And he says, they left. Doesn't even look up. They left. I run out the front door and I see Allie's mom's van taking off down the street. She dropped us off, circled the block, and waited for them to text her. And they ran out when I was in the bathroom and they took off and they left me there. And I was calling them and they blocked my number. I asked the guy whose house meth den we were at, can I use your phone? Calling them, blocked his number. I spent hours trying to figure out what to do because I was so afraid of my mom. And I was like, if my mom picks me up here, she's calling the police. She's calling the police on these men. She's calling the police on these girls. And honestly, as an adult, rightfully so, right? But as a kid, that was going to be like world ending, right? The police got involved. And so I didn't know what to do. And I texted the only other person I could think of. And I texted Vanessa, as you guys are calling her in the comments. And I don't remember if I said, hey, this is what happened. My mom's going to call the police. I don't know if I tried to play it off like they just left me at a party. I don't remember. But I was like, can I please just go to your house so my mom can pick me up from there and she doesn't have to pick me up from here? And she was like, yeah. And I get there and she seemed genuinely concerned, right? And she got back into bed. I laid on her floor. I laid there for like 2 hours. And I feel like I just like had passed out. Like I was genuinely traumatized from what just happened. And I remember texting my mom at like 5:30 in the morning. I'm like, hey, can you come pick me up from Vanessa's house? My mom is there in minutes. And I get in the car and she's pissed. She's like, why are you here? And I didn't know what to tell her. I said, oh, I don't know. Allie and Daisy, they wanted to move sleepover spots. So we came here. And she said, why would you come here? Right after everything, why would you come here? And I didn't know what to tell her. I did not know who else to go to. I've been so ostracized because of this bullying that she started from such a young age. It was almost like Stockholm syndrome, right? Like I didn't know who else to go to, but she did let me in her home. And, you know, my mom was suspicious. She was pissed off. And the next day at school, or I guess on Monday at school, Allie comes up to me and she like throws my stuff at me that I had left at her house. And she tells me the guy's name who owned the meth den or lived there, his name was Kyle. She goes, yeah, Kyle really wanted to hook up with you, but he was disgusted when he realized you were black. And then it clicked. These girls had set me up. They set me up and they left me in this house with these men. And the only thing that saved me was not being white trash, I guess. I don't know. I like being black, right? And I now think back, like that was a crime. They were trying to commit crimes against me. It wasn't just mean words as kids. They were trying to make me a Dateline episode. I would have been an episode on a podcast. Right? Yeah. So when people are saying, get over it, they were kids. So was I. And this was the kind of stuff that these kids were doing.
Who's saying that?
No, I'm not going to just get over it.
Sally telling you to get over it, huh? Right, of course.
Forget that it ever happened.
Karen.
This was traumatizing, life-changing, violent bullying. This was not casual, Sydney's fat, Sydney's ugly, Sydney has ugly hair. Like
Yeah, okay. And your mama tried to tell your ass. You don't even want to be honest with your mother. Yeah, Stockholm syndrome indeed. You still trying to defend these people. And yeah, they dropped you off there and left you there because these individuals were about to do something to you for sure. Her friend, Allie, comes up to her the next day, throws her stuff. The jig is up. I'm done with you here. And you messed up. You know, he was going to grape you. But you were black. You know, I guess they didn't know that before they pulled up with her. And whatever else they was going to do with her, send her off somewhere. Who knows? Kidnap her, give her. The only reason they didn't do anything, you may say, well, she got out of there. They didn't do nothing. They didn't touch her because she was black. They didn't want her. They didn't think nobody else would. So they said, yeah, you go ahead. You can go. And told Allie and Sally, hey, what you bring her over here for? No, we ain't doing nothing with her. Get her out of here. But has she been something else? Has she been a snow bunny? She was cooked. Who knows what would have happened? Yes, it was a crime. Yes, they should be locked up. But nothing happened. It was about to be a crime for sure. They were certainly about to do something with, and she was young, even younger at that time. These are your friends, though. These are, yay, mom, yay, they finally accepted me. Mama telling her, no, I don't trust this. Something's not right. I don't trust these people. I know what I know about them. Don't do it. Don't go. No, mom, I promise you, I promise you, nothing's going to happen to me. They're my friends. Mama, they're my friends. No, they're not. Yes, something is going to happen to you. You're lucky that something did not happen to you. And we just found out the only reason that nothing happened to you. That's it. Or you would have been done. So yeah, kids, listen to your mother, father. They know what they're talking about. And she's lucky to be alive. She's lucky to be out of that situation. We've seen this time and time again, these individuals, these so-called friends, putting black people in these predicaments where their life is in danger. These are your so-called friends. And the mother was involved too. How sickening. So it has to be exposed. We need to understand that we need to come together, unite, and be friendly with one another. How about that? Stop wanting proximity and beseeching, imploring, and degrading yourself for proximity to these people that don't want you around them. They want you off the earth. They tried to get rid of her. She thinking that they about to have a sleepover, drink lattes, eat macaroni with no cheese, drink Kool-Aid with no sugar. This is what she thinks she about to do. She about to go over here to old Allie's house and have a sleepover and eat chicken with no seasoning. That's what she thinks she about to do. Eat stale white bread. Instead, they tried to wrap her up. Be careful. Let me know what you think in the comments. Stay safe and power to the people.